This is the safest haven, because it is built on a tree 5 meters above the ground. The interior is spacious enough to accommodate a family of 3. It also comes with a fireplace. It can both heat and cook food. In addition to that, it also made a hydroelectric power plant of its own, using water to generate electricity. Let it be in the mountains. You can be self-sufficient. Now nearly 50 years old, the old horse has retired. To make life more fulfilling in later life, came to the mountains alone. A sturdy century-old tree was selected as a support. They planned to build a tree house of their own here. He moved in the logs that had been prepared in advance. Assembled a simple ladder, easy to climb up and down. Then the log is fixed in a circle around the trunk, the load-bearing frame that forms the bottom platform. Build on that, lay a layer of wooden boards, create a solid platform. Then it extends from one side to the ground. Fix 2 logs, spliced together into stairs that go up and down, easy to move wood back and forth. Seeing the sky getting dark, the old horse uses the remaining wooden sections, quickly create a simple framework, covered with a thick canvas, in a makeshift tent, as a place to rest at night. And then he lit the cooker, set up the kettle, start preparing for today's dinner. Eat and drink. He got into his sleeping bag, ending a busy and fulfilling day. And then the next day, the weather is still sunny. He first dismantled the tent he had set up the night before. Back to the ground, cut a few regular wooden squares. Fixed at the edge of the platform, they framed the walls around them. Subsequently, the old horse moved in wooden boards carefully selected from the second-hand market, tightly aligned and fixed to the frame, as exterior panels for the hut. Although these planks look a little old, but the material is solid and the texture is hard, completely sufficient for use. To improve the indoor lighting, he also advanced on the walls on both sides. The position of the window frame is reserved, so you don't have to go out. You can enjoy the beautiful scenery of the entire mountain forest. Then he spliced together a few more chevron frames. Install it on top of the wall, as the core load-bearing structure of the roof. Finally, lay the color steel tile. This material is not only strong and durable, it also has excellent waterproof and rainproof effect. It can effectively ensure the long-term use of the treehouse. Finish these, the hut is taking shape. To celebrate this occasion, the old horse decided to make a meal of sizzling mutton. Treat yourself well. First fry the suet on the bottom of the pan. Then put the cut meat pieces in the pot and stir fry. Take advantage of this time to cut the side dishes. Put it in a pot and simmer together. Serve with powerful pancakes. This meal is also quite hearty. After dinner, the tired old horse lay on the floor of the house, soon fell asleep. The next morning, he wakes up. He continued to perfect the rest of the hut. Block the last wall tightly with planks first. Create a complete enclosed space. Then build and install a wooden door that opens and closes. Not only windproof and rainproof, it also prevents small animals from entering. Enhance the safety of living. Subsequently, a regular window opens next to the entrance door. It is convenient to observe the movement outside the house at any time. Taking into account a separate layer of wood panels for the wall, the thermal insulation effect is far from enough. Therefore, the old horse filled the gap in the frame with foam board again. It locks in the temperature in the room, reduce heat loss. Then we fixed a layer of solid wood for the interior. Such a 3-layer protective structure, even in extreme blizzard weather, it can also maintain a warm and comfortable living environment in the house. The roof part is also spliced together, beautiful and strong. It's very comfortable to see. After finishing the house, the old horse wears protective clothing. Start protecting and beautifying the exterior walls. First, prepare a bucket of anti-corrosion paint. Brush evenly on the wall surface. Prevent wood from decaying due to moisture. And he chose green on purpose. Let the hut in the spring. It can better adapt to the surrounding natural environment. Then he brought in a tree trunk, cut into evenly sized pieces of wood. Fix a circle along the outer wall, make the appearance more three-dimensional. It is also completely designed according to its own aesthetics. Period. He also installed handrails in front of the door and on the stairs. Enhance the safety of daily entry and exit. When I see the old horse again, snowflakes are already floating in the mountains. He brought a gas blowtorch this time. Prepare for high-temperature carbonization of interior walls. This will not only extend the lifespan of the wooden house, it also gives the wood a more retro look. After carbonization is completed, he also fixed a circle of hemp rope on the edge of the wall and window frame, as decoration. As for the remaining wood segments, it wasn't wasted. Cut it to the desired length, setting up the bed against the wall. The matching small table board next to it is naturally indispensable, meeting basic living needs. Subsequently, the old horse brought a brand new fireplace from his house. Put it in the corner aside. This is the key to withstanding the severe cold. However, since no exhaust port was reserved before, so we have to cut holes in the wall again. Extend the exhaust pipe outside the house. Make sure the smoke can escape smoothly. Looking at the still empty room, he decided to go under the window frame on the other side. Install a foldable small table board. It can be put away when not in use. Takes up no space at all. Then fix a few bolts to the roof. Hanging a rack with hemp rope. You can put some sundries every day. Finish these. The old horse began to gather fresh moss around, and this natural material is not just ubiquitous, it also has a good thermal insulation and waterproof effect. During this period, he also found a missing antler, so I took it back together. After returning to the wooden house, spread the moss evenly over the roof. Not only would it add some life to the hut, it also reduces the upward heat loss from the house. The most important thing is to eliminate the noise of rain dripping. And he brought in a pile of rocks. Build a platform in the open space in front of the door. We have a hydroelectric generator next to it. Connect the wiring to the lighting fixtures in the house, and then just bring in the river nearby. It rotates the blades. It generates electricity. Back inside, he stuffed dry wood into the fireplace, successfully lit the flame. So far there is fire. We have electricity. The happy life of the old horse is also available. While the charcoal fire is booming, he pulls out the ingredients. Start preparing for today's dinner. Let's marinate the beef briefly, then start cooking oil. Fry in a pan until golden brown on both sides. At the same time, cut up some side dishes and add them to the pot to stir fry. Finally, cut the steak into small pieces. With fluffy bread, it looks delicious. Eat and drink. The old horse lay back on the bed. It was officially our first night in the cabin.